Nature, it's cold outside.
It is.
Yeah.
This week, winter began. Puddles are frozen in the mornings, sometimes thawing during the day, but they're frozen in the morning again.
It's cold. The air is frosty. Actually, it's the perfect time to pull out winter.
Oh, snap! It's another Snap review from the Family Gamers.
Winter is an abstract strategy game for 2 players that captures the freeze and thaw cycle of a midwinter day. It was created by siblings Maria Blasco and Enrique Blasco. This version is published by Devir.
The box says it's appropriate for ages 8 and up, and it takes about 10 minutes to play. So, Anitra, it's art time. Let's talk about the art.
I love the art on the box here. It makes me think of a peaceful walk in a snowy winter wonderland. The kind that lasts for about 10 minutes before you're either cold or wet.
Winter is a micro game with just 18 cards and some tokens. And while the illustrations are simple, just 2 sets of snowflakes, they have detail and depth that keep the game visually interesting.
Each of the 18 cards has 4 snowflakes on it, but the arrangement of light and dark flakes varies by card. So, Andrew, what are the mechanics of this game?
You play Winter over 2 rounds, but before getting started, you need to decide which player will use the light blue snowflakes and which player will use the darker blue snowflakes.
In the first round, we are freezing. On your turn, you may either take a card from the deck and place it next to other cards on the table, or if there are 4 snowflakes in your color forming a square, you may place one of your tokens in the middle of that square, covering the border between at least 2 cards.
And that's it. You continue the freezing round until the last card is played onto the table. Now it is time to thaw.
In the thawing round, there are no more cards to place. Instead, players may either remove one of their own tokens and return it to their stash, remove an open card, which discards it from the game, or move an open card and place one of their tokens.
If you choose to move a card, you must move it to a place where it will complete at least 1 square of snowflakes in your color. Then, you put a snowflake token on the newly created square or squares.
If removing an open card orphans some of the board, the smaller section of the board that's left simply goes away, tokens, cards, and all. The game ends when one player is forced to remove their last token from the board.
So, Anitra, what did we expect from Winter, other than it being cold?
Well, I generally like the light card games that I've seen from Devir, and an 18-card game that's not about plants or animals or buildings. It sounded fun.
It seemed simple enough from a component perspective, but when I started flipping through the rules, I was actually kind of worried. I was afraid this was going to be some simple-looking game with a lot of weird, twisted-up mechanics.
You see those a lot with 18-card games.
I know, right? Yeah. So, what surprised us about this game?
I absolutely love the freeze, thaw, refreeze cycle that's depicted in this game. Living in New England, it is true to what we see for much of the winter. Every time the ice thaws, less of it freezes back as a reminder of spring. I found out that Winter is the first in a series of seasonal games by the Blasco siblings. I can't wait to see the rest of them.
I do think the players playing this game should be mindful to not necessarily play to a stalemate. This is a game you're trying to have fun. At some point, someone needs to be aggressive or make a move that doesn't perpetuate the standoff.
Remove more cards.
Sometimes those aggressive moves can pay off, though. Maybe if you're a better planner than me, you can make them pay off more consistently than they did pay off. This kind of strategy makes so much sense for an 18-card game, though. If there were more cards, it would last forever, right? So I think it's just the right size.
So, Andrew, do we recommend Winter?
Well, I don't know if we could, recommend Winter.
Maybe not the season.
But we would recommend the game Winter as a great short head-to-head game. It's perfect for short bursts of time, whether you're at home or you're on the go.
And with only 3 rules and no text, it's a great fit for kids who want a strategic game but struggle with reading. Or a couple on a cozy date at a warm coffee shop.
We're going to rate Winter 4.5 snowflakes out of 5.
And that's Winter
in a snap.